What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This evening I have decided to come down, get some apples for the trail cameras and go set them out. We have one card that we have to switch, and then we got to check my trail camera at the other location because I don't have another SD card for that one. But we're gonna go freshen up both of these trail cameras with some apples and switch this SD card like I said. So we took the dual sport bike down, had a little fun on that thing, but right now we got to get these prize gems right up in this tree for our trail cameras. So we got to fill up 2 book bags worth of apples for both of these trail cameras. So it's going to be pretty interesting trying to pack all these things in here, especially on a dual sport bike. But we're about to see if we can get it done and go bait up some of these trail cameras. Oh yeah. All right, so we're up in the spot where we put the trail camera out in the other video that we did, and all the apples are stinking gone. Check this out. We put all the apples right there, and there's not a single one left, and I guarantee they were gone by that night. But here's the trail camera. We're about to pull the SD card out, rebait the spot with apples, and we're gonna see what's on this camera once we get to our other camera when I have my laptop. So we'll get to see what's on this thing, and hopefully there's some bucks. So I'm gonna take this SD card and then we're gonna switch it with this SD card. So I'm gonna turn this off and let's get this little apple pie going right here. So almost sounded like I said apple pie. I would like some apple pie right now. All right, apples look good. They're in the spot that I need them to be. Now, I'm really just curious if we've got any deer on this trail camera yet. So we got that situated. Now, we're gonna go ahead. We've got the SD card in there and turn the camera back on, get her all set up. Now she's gonna rock and roll, and hopefully we can get some big bucks to come in, get some pictures, just so we see what we're working with in this area. But right now we're gonna go get some more apples and put them out at the other trail camera. So off we go back down to the apple tree. You know, just out here getting smacked in the head by apples, shaking the trees. So we got the book bag full of apples. I got my laptop on my side, and we are headed back to our second trail camera of the day. So I haven't looked at the pictures that were on the previous trail camera. I'm gonna do that when I pull this SD card. So we'll look at both cameras at one time. I'm just hoping that we can pull a couple more bucks and really get our target buck keying in on these apples so we can get some good pictures of him and see how much he's blown up from last year. I'm gonna try to be a little bit quieter going back here because it's a little bit later in the day and I'm not sure how close these deer are. I really don't want to spook them out of here, but food plot is right there. It's looking greener than ever after all this rain. We're gonna have to come back here at some point and trim some of those sticks out of the tree that I'm gonna be sitting in. So that'll probably be here in the next couple videos because we need to get that done. Deer season is right around the corner. I could not be more excited, but it is approaching fast, very fast. But we're almost back to the camera, so we're about to see if our buck is back on there. This trail that they always use is starting to get really, really worn in. It tends to do that the closer deer season comes. They just start hammering this trail right here, coming out of these thickets. They'll move from this direction to that direction, just back and forth. And especially once the rut movement comes on, they're gonna be using this trail just day in, day out. So I'm gonna plug in the first card that we pulled and see what we got on that, and then we're gonna move on to this camera right here. Hopes are high, hopes are very high. All right, we're into our first pictures. Let's see what we got. All right, the first couple pictures are from a doe, and 2 fawns. So that's pretty cool to see. So pretty much the doe and 2 fawns. Hey, there we go. That's what I want to see. I'm trying to keep my voice down, but all right, there's a buck. I don't know what buck that is. All right, let's try to get a closer view of this thing. All right, that right there is our first buck that we've got. I'm gonna try to zoom in a little bit more and see if we can get a better picture of this guy. So he's not huge, but he's just a really, really pretty basket rack. I think he's an 8-point. That is a good deer to keep on the lookout for the coming years. All right, that's good to see. I like seeing that kind of stuff. Doe. Oh, there he is. That's in the middle of the day. All right, so we got another buck, and this is at 3:10 in the afternoon. I'm pretty sure that's that same exact buck using that same trail. That's exactly what I wanted to see. So I put those apples there to hopefully bring in more deer to a concentrated area, but this buck hasn't even went towards the apples, and that is just his regular travel corridor. So that is sweet that we found that. Then we have a small buck, we got a spike, we have does, and then there's me. So that's that. So that's all the pictures for that camera. Now let's go on to this camera, and hopefully our target buck is back. So that guy is going to be a potential biggin in the coming years. We're going to keep an eye out on him, save that picture so we have it in the arsenal as well, so we can pull that out for next year if we happen to get him on camera. Hopefully he makes it through this season, because that is going to be an awesome deer next year. I guess if you could ask a deer to pose, that's what you'd want it to do. That is like right spot on, so you can see those antlers. Oh my gosh. All right, we might have to target this guy too. Dude, this one's crazy. This one's insane. Hey, there's another buck. There's another buck behind it. Dude. All right, y'all check this out. This is, oh yeah. So this buck comes in, and there's also another buck right up there, but check this out. Look at that thing's little beam right there. What the heck? That is a stinking cool deer. I'm saving that picture too. If he steps out, that's gonna be a hard deer to pass. He is thick, and he has that little kicker at the bottom. That is awesome. So in the matter of a couple pictures on the 5th, we've had like 3 different bucks. But this is our target buck. Check this out. So there he is, the big 8. That is the guy that we're really trying to target this year. We've had pictures of him last year, like I've said, and oh my gosh. So I think what I'm gonna do, since I have so many pictures, is go through them, save all the buck pictures, get these apples out, get the cards situated again, and try to get back out of here, because it's getting later in the evening, and I really don't want to spook off any of these deer if they're gonna come through tonight. So I'll show you all the pictures that I get off this camera once we get back up to the house, but I'm gonna get all this situated and try to hightail it out of here before they move in. So the trail camera's set, the apples are out, and I think we're looking good. I cannot believe we got that other buck on there. That deer is crazy looking with that little kicker. I think if he steps out into bow range, he's gonna get an arrow zinged at him, because that deer is one of a kind. That one side is so thick. It'd be so cool to get that buck during deer season, now having trail camera pictures of him. And what would be even more cool is if that deer made it through this season and just turned into an absolute giant next year. That deer already is pretty stinking big, but if he makes it another year, he's gonna be giant. But I don't think I can pass that deer up, and our target buck is back, so that is awesome to see. All I can say is y'all better hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, because this deer season is about to be wild.
That's the one already, right? That's the one.
Yeah, that's my target buck, and then that one was that one, that tall one.
Yeah, I think we've seen him.
So then that's the next one that I got. I think in 2 years that thing is gonna be a stud. And check that one out.
Oh, wow.
Look at that kicker on it.
Oh,
yeah, did you not see that?
Not at first. Wow.
Yeah. Look how thick that left side
I
is.
know.
And then that just
is cool.
It's got a little point there, and then that little jut out. But look at that brow tine right there, how thick that is. It's like splitting at the top almost.
Wow. Dang.
So that is going to be a nice one. And then look up there. Look at the rack on that one. You can't hardly see it, but I feel like it's that other big one that was on the camera to begin with my target buck. but right up there. That one has a good rack also.
That's cool.
I know.
That is so cool.
That's gonna be a stud.
I didn't notice it at first because I noticed how thick this was, but how different they two were. But it's because of that, probably because of an injury or something.
This is what I didn't show you guys. So this is the next buck that was on camera. Just a small basket rack, but that thing has good potential. Like really good potential in the next coming year. But it was pretty much just that other buck that I didn't show you guys, that I just showed you. That little basket rack. He's gonna be good to keep an eye on for in the next coming years. He looks like he's an 8 right now, just a basket rack 8. But in 2 years, that thing could blow up. So I'm excited to watch that and see how big he gets. All in all, I think we're set up for an awesome deer season this year, and I couldn't be more excited. We're getting more deer on the trail cameras. We're getting different bucks. I'm just super excited to try to go after my target buck and also that new buck that showed up today, which I'm super excited to see if we can get some more trail camera pictures of him to see what he turns out to be once he loses his velvet. But I'm gonna head up to the house, eat dinner, and shoot my bow. But if you guys haven't seen the Kansas series that I did, I highly recommend going back on the channel and checking that out. It was so much fun to film, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you did, make sure to leave a like if you go and check it out. And also, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, it is just my name, Weston Pease. I post a lot of content there, pictures, updates on videos when they're going to be coming out and that kind of stuff. So make sure to go follow me on there. But with that being said, thanks so much for watching. And remember, to all my deer hunters out there, deer season is right around the corner. I'm so ready. I know you guys probably can't wait. I can't wait. I'm just ready to be up in a stand waiting for a big buck to come into range. And I say it in all my videos, but I post 2 videos a week, Wednesdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. So please stay tuned for that. We will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching again. Love y'all.